G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reading through the dev blog that Aaron wrote for September. There is so much juicy stuff in there. September was a huge month. PB2 got released, Illuvidex got updated. So much happened with the Overworld and so much more. We've even got an updated schedule as to when things are coming out. Obviously not dates, but an order. So stick around to the end to see that. So let's get into it. So here it is, guys, the Illuvium dev blog, September 2022, written by Aaron Warwick. It is 480 followers. Is that all he has? When you go on there next time, guys, hit that following, and whilst you're at it, hit that subscribe and hit that like as you're scrolling down just to support your boy, me. But we'll get straight into it. This photo at the top looks absolutely amazing. I think it's from Tiger, where there is like the ice cliffs here with the magma running through. I think that is absolutely amazing. It looks so cool, and I can't wait to get into this piece of land. So I'll head through this intro here. September was a chaotic month. It'll probably precede an outwardly quiet October. As I said, this last month was super busy. Private Beta 2 got released and it got updated straight away. Then we got the Illuvidex V2 upgrade, which seems like it took a lot of their time for both of those. And then obviously the Overworld is just getting polished. Illuvium 0 looks like it's super close, but we'll get to those as we scroll down. As we go down, we got Illuvium PB2, as we said. It is a significant milestone. All of the feedback that I've seen has been taken so well. If you go into the Discord and have a read through, there's been a lot of, not negative feedback, just feedback as to where they can better the game. And that's what they're looking for. That's why they're doing private beta. If you find anything whilst playing private beta that you don't like or you think that may need to be changed just a little bit, get into the discussion and the feedback channels and put it in there. The guys from Illuvium like seeing this. This is how they build a better game for the community. So, as I said, they're getting closer and closer every day to achieving their goal of the first ever cinematic quality Autobattler. Like, they're pretty much there compared to all the other Autobattlers I've seen. But they want to make it better, and it's going to be better. It's going to be amazing, and I'm so happy I'm on this ride. So I said, he's also added a few big brains into the equation just to help with the coding in the back end. Obviously, this sounds very boring here and there, but it needs to be done. So as we go further into the game, it's easily maintainable and extensible to make bigger and more complex as we go. Love this. And he said the bug rate was high at first, but it has dropped very quickly, allowing more time to add to more incredible features. This is from all your feedback, guys, so keep it going. Keep going. So some of the highlights here, we've got VFX upgrades, and they also try to make things easier accessible for people with lower end PCs, and I think as this continues on, it's going to get better and better as they optimize everything, which is good for those people that have old Macs and old lappies and whatever else out there, because obviously not everyone can afford a good PC, which they know this, and that's why they're trying to port it to mobile as well. The targeting works a lot better now with fewer errors and a much smoother experience. The changes to attributes as well of the Illuvials just to make them a little bit more easier to move, and the behavior of the next Illuvials as well. UI changes to clarify information and goals. I'm pretty sure they're still upgrading this UI to show a few more things. And significant improvements on the server connection resulted in connection bugs dropping by orders of magnitude, which I'm sure everyone that was in PB1 has noticed to PB2. The bugs and the dropouts are significantly less, which is amazing. I love this, and it means it's so much more playable. Patch 2.2 probably won't arrive in October, but if you have a low-end machine, as I said, the wait is worth it. The wait is worth it. It should be on your computers very soon, and I love this for everyone in the ecosystem. You should be able to access these games. Illuvium Overworld. We experienced some delays due to some internal systems not working well as we'd like, and we decided to look at the Crimson Waste with fresh eyes after doing that Sanctum Mesa update that Grant and Dimitri were doing. It is polished so good and looks so great. So now they've gone back to Crimson Waste just to put those extra 1 to 5%ers on the top and just improve their workflow, which they're going to do as they go through anyway. And I would expect them, as they've gone through and done all the regions, then they will pop back into Sanctum Mesa and Crimson Waste and just add those little touches to those that they found out they should have been done by the end. This means consistent upgrades to the Overworld is going to be looking better and better as we go further into the game. So some of the highlights. We got Sanctum Mesa is in final state and is ready for the upcoming beta. Amazing. Crimson Waste had some extra work to be done to improve all aspects, so very close as well. Leaderboard is in implemented so we compete for the best runs. I love this. They're really gamifying us going in. Who can do it the fastest and get the best score by capturing alluvials and mining other things. I love this. You've got to gamify everything. It means people will continue to play. Capturing is nearly complete with many resist animations now implemented. So I'm guessing this is when each alluvial breaks free from your little Mozart scan. They will do something else, like Malura might really break out like this or whatever. I love that they're doing this for every individual alluvial. It's those final touches again. Dynamic hair is implemented and will be finalized for the beta. They go to the 1000% for the hair, and I think it's just great. All the signature rigs, 80% of idle animations are complete. Extra work on Crimson Waste battle board and the general UI polish. So literally we're so close to getting Overworld. I can feel it, I can taste it. It will be in our hands soon. Obviously it will be run out like Private Beta 1 was. Start with 500 and move our way up. They said it will be a lot quicker than what the Private Beta 1 was, because they know they can hold, like, the system can hold the number of players. They just want to start with 500, get that feedback back, and then expand it as always. So there are many features of the Overworld that won't be available in private beta. I want to stress that we aim to test some of the core features to show off to the world. They want to keep back that little surprise when you go and play. I remember when I used to play Pokemon games, there was heaps of times I would like get rid of all my YouTubes that follow Pokemon, so I didn't see any of the new Pokemon that were coming out. I wanted it to be an excitement. I didn't want to know anything about the game. I wanted to go in, run through and go, oh, what's this, what's this, what's this? And that's kind of what they want to do. They want you to walk in, even though you've played, to still feel that surprisement as to, oh, what's that? That wasn't there in the beta, or why is this doing this, and all these other mechanics. And I just love that. It really adds to the experience when you first dive into the game. And he says at the end, if you're lucky enough to get a spot in beta, please use it to help us improve these features with quality feedback. As we said with Private Beta 2, just up the top, if there's any feedback that you have, make sure you give it to the team. They're always there, they're always listening, and they really act on the community's feedback, and I love it. So I'll go down to Illuvium 0. A lot of progress has been made on the art and gameplay. I will link a video up above of my reaction to all of the artwork that they've done. It is amazing. I love it, and I feel like this is going to be super soon. And they've been working on some awesome ideas for cosmetics, customization, and monetization. Kieran did mention in my AMA the other day, which I'll also link up above. Go and watch that if you haven't already. I know there's 1.2 thousand people that have already watched it, and thank you to everyone that has watched it and recently subbed to my channel. I'm very happy with this and how it's going. Thank you. But anyway, in that chat, he did talk about that they were trying to do maybe some sort of skins for the buildings to then that adds to the monetization of the game. So you may have to buy these skins, or you can sell them, or whatever else. But they wanted to make it so there is a little bit of monetization once it comes out. A little bit of revenue here and there never hurts, and everyone loves skins. Skins for the building, maybe it's only just different colors like you're going to be able to have in the main game. I'm sure it's going to be more than that from what he was talking about. He said skins as like a really small kind of, yeah, just skins. So he's hinting at that they've got grander plans, as they do with absolutely everything, and I love this, giving the power back to the people to make your Illuvium 0 land look the way you want it to look, which I love. The whole roads, the skins, everything built in together, and that's what I love. Customization is what I love, and they're probably going to be taking my money. So we move down to the Illuvidex. The Illuvidex is relatively mature now. Most of the work done was to hotfix or polish aspects of the recent release. Obviously, it upgraded. There's a lot more information on sales and everything like that, as we'll go through now. So we'll go through the highlights. Deployment of Illuvidex V2, which was a few weeks ago. Move all testing to a new testnet. Golly, don't even know how to say that or what it is, but they've moved it. Improved analytics and fraud detection, which the analytics you can see, and it is really good. You can see where the volume is. You can see when and where people are selling. You can transfer to L1, which I don't know why you'd want to go to OpenSea. Actually, someone did say that you get your money straight away off OpenSea, but who's going to be buying on OpenSea? I don't know. But some people wanted it, and there you go. There it is. Illuvidex V2.1 is in development. They're getting stuff ready to support the Illuvitar sale, which is really exciting. Hopefully that's out by the end of the year, which Illuvitar's next. We'll get onto that there. The land region, map filtering, or wallet link, and offers and bids on listed items. So that's all the highlights that we had for Illuvidex V2. V2.1 is coming soon. But it is just getting better and better. As they ramp up to Illuvitars, it's going to be used more and more. And then once the Illuvials are on sale, like, this is going to be your place to go. So Illuvitars is now the exclusive focus of the web team. They're getting through all their tasks. They're getting through them fast. The Illuvidex required some updates in preparation for the sale. And now they are complete. They just have a clear path in front of us to get to Illuvitars. Yes! Cannot wait. So we'll go through these highlights. The bonding flow is nearly complete. Obviously, that's when you get your accessory and bond it to your Illuvitar. How that's going to look as they join. Hadn't even thought that that was going to be a thing. I thought it would just get put on, but I'm sure, or as always, Illuvium thinks of everything to make it look absolutely amazing. The minting flow is nearly complete. Obviously, when you open the box, which we've seen before. Purchasing is underway. A system has some challenges, but they're solving them quickly. Trading on the Illuvidex, so now you can swap this for this instead of having to sell this to someone, then they buy that off you or whatever. Launch party page. Looks like we're going to have a launch party. Super keen for this. I'm just keen for the whole thing. The only area not heavily underway is the collections piece. That was postponed because the scoring system wasn't finished. The overall work is simple, so I'm guessing the actual visuals of the album opening and everything falling into place, that's easy for someone to do. It's just how they're going to score, like what's everything worth as you put them in, and what are you going to get out of putting things in, which I love. I love the album system and just, again, gamifying everything. Go down, play/account. We've added a play back to the list. So this is on the Illuvium website. There's a button at the top that now says play. Because there have been improvements on the launch of PB2 and Illuvitars, there isn't much to do here, just completing the journey. Obviously, we can change our ranger name, which is amazing. It makes the whole leaderboard look absolutely amazing because you can see who they are rather than just like the squeaky puff or whatever the fuck else there was. Added the ability to update profile pictures, so once Illuvitars are dropped, boom, in goes your profile picture. Illuvitars are coming. Streamline the play app to make it easier to update games in the future. So they're obviously going to bring out an app rather than just doing a bootleg of a game here and there, which is great. So then you'll just download the app like a Steam or like from Steam or whatever with other games, and then they'll continually just update that rather than downloading a new one every time. So I'm sure as you click on that app, it'll come up and you'll go Overworld, Arena, 0. And then you just click what you want to go into. Obviously not straight away because they're not all there. But once they are all there, then you'll be able to click them and seamlessly go between each one while staying on the same app, which I love. Hopefully we can open maybe 2 instances. So then you can have Illuvium 0 over here and then Overworld on this side. Or if you want to play 2. I like playing 2 games at once sometimes. Especially if it's a city builder because there's not much to do here and there and you're just waiting for something to happen. But anyway, I'll put that into feedback if it doesn't happen. So the Illuvium launcher, while still something for the future, I added it back as updated, so we'll be faster for now, still in the UI, UX process. I'm guessing this is what I was just talking about then, the Illuvium launcher. So maybe that won't be coming soon, but we'll go through the highlights. Clarified and improved the user flows for allow of multiple games. As I said, having up to top or down the bottom, wherever they are. Added the ability to easily add extra games to the coming soon and new releases section, which I love. So it seems like it's gonna be a Steam kind of thing, and your downloaded games will be here. New games, upcoming games will come up, which really good. Launch cinematic. Cannot wait for this. It's gonna be amazing. With that gameplay trailer that they did ages ago, that's a gameplay trailer. That's showing just gameplay. Doesn't give away anything about Illuvium really. It just shows off the game, where it's situated and some of the Illuvials. This launch cinematic should give a bit of lore to us. We'll get the first little, well not first little bit of lore, but a really big piece of lore in video format. It's going to look amazing. Animation work for many scenes has started. The voice work hasn't begun. They do have talent though. Damn. I wish they wanted my voice. There's been minor story updates and dialogue tweaks, but nothing major. Look dev for lighting underway, and all significant art assets are exported and ready. So everything seems like it's ready to go. They just need to get in, do it, and then voiceover. So hopefully this gets done soon, and we may get this before the Overworld. It'll definitely come out before open beta, because this is how they're going to hype it to the mainstream of everywhere. So note, we've tried to ensure parity between the original story and what we are building here. However, with an evolving project that isn't even in open beta, expect there will be some retcon. Sometimes new ideas are just too good not to be implemented. So it's going to have some sort of story behind it, but maybe by the time we get to the full release of the game, simple parts of that may not be in it. The overriding story is going to be the same, but there may be other things that are added or taken away. Now, something that everyone is super keen for, merchandise store. Obviously, they don't have a launch date, but they want to have something available for Christmas. Hopefully, I doubt we'll get the stuff before Christmas because of postage and whatever else, but we'll be able to buy before Christmas, so we can put it on our wish list for people to buy for us, or we can buy them for our kids and say, yes, the plushies are coming, because as we see in a little bit, plushies are coming. So they've narrowed it down to our suppliers, one in Netherlands and one in Portugal. Lead concept artist Roger is from the Netherlands, so that sounds like the place they're going to go. So maybe he can go and have a look before they mainstream print heaps of stuff. But anyway, I'm keen for that. Development progress is nearing feature complete state, so it seems like it's the back-end web thing is going to be in our eyes soon. They've completed the Essentials apparel collection, which is just like your standard ones that they put the black with the black. And then the Illuvials collection is 80% complete, which is, I'm guessing, the ones that have like your Axodon and Axon in black with the eye across the side. Plushies are currently being worked on, around 50% complete. They won't have a huge range to start, which is understandable. I wouldn't expect them to have all 185 or whatever it is from the start. But the favourites will be there, so I'm sure Ramphy, Atlas, Archie, and so on will all be there. Packaging designs are complete. Obviously, as I said before, they go to the nth degree to make everything amazing. They want the merchandise unboxing to feel like a fantastic experience. Hopefully, I'm one of the first to get a box, and I do an unboxing on here for everyone. But even if I'm not, I'll still do an unboxing to see how cool everything looks. Some other things like the metal plates for Illuvitas and a small range of Illuvials, plus an art book, are coming. More details soon. Art book I will be getting, and I will get a metal plate from my Illuvitar when I find one that I really love. So the general updates, guys, stick around because there is the updated streamline of what's coming next very soon. Story, we're beginning to drip feed some of the story elements soon in a way that is not quite interactive, but should be a fun experience. It's time to put your big boy pants on. So obviously, going along with that cinematic and a few other things, they're going to actually drip feed a bit of lore to us. I'm sure that it will give us just more questions and not answer anything, but I love it. Give me more. I'm a leak addict. Infrastructure, nothing groundbreaking here. We have mature infrastructure, which mainly does what we want. So everything's just working as it's supposed to. I'm not going to continue reading there. Summary, September was fun. Community saw new content and experienced how far we've come in many ways, while internally we changed our focus to new products and goals. We're trying to find ways to improve communication while having a decentralized group of contributors worldwide. It's a challenge. We're confident that everyone will soon see the scope and vision we have for Illuvium. It isn't just a game. It's a home where millions can have fun, interact, and build experiences together. The core needs to just be right, and we appreciate your patience during your journey. I appreciate the work that you're putting in, and everyone else from the Illuvium team is putting in, Aaron, because you're working your absolute butts off. But as he's talked about this before, obviously you've got your Instagrams and Facebooks and Twitters of the world where people interact. But think about at a deeper level or another level, World of Warcraft was like a social media at the time. You would go in and you'd go and speak to all your friends and meet new people. It was social. That is what they want Illuvium to be. You go in and you can go and find new friends. You can go along with each other. You talk to each other. And it's just going to be like a social media-esque place to go and hang out. Which, that's how you build a community in a game. And that's what they're doing. And I absolutely love it. And here it is, guys. The release order. IZ Alpha. This should be super soon. Same with PB. Open World, merch store. So these three are supposed to be before Christmas. There's only 2 months until Christmas. There is a lot that is happening between then. Then we got a news hub, Illuvidex. I'm pretty sure that... I thought that was supposed to be before Christmas too. I highly doubt it when they're pushing so hard for the merch store. But anyway, PV3 Arena, which I'm sure is PvP and a few other things. And then the launcher. And then it should be all here. But anyway, that is all of the updates from the dev blog. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully you pressed that subscribe and like earlier. But if you didn't, hit it now. Anyway, see yous.